Welcome, Brain Science presents odd behaviors of highly intelligent men, which is based on research, observations and corroboration from brain science. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment and hit the notification bell for more videos. Psychologists and other experts have come up with many ways of looking at human intelligence. Intelligence is a result of behavior, not IQ. Warren Buffett, Albert Einstein and Charlie Munger are widely considered extremely intelligent humans. I love what Charlie said on intelligence. Other people are trying to be smart. All I'm trying to be is non-idiotic. I find that all you have to do to get ahead in life is to be non-idiotic. It's harder to be non-idiotic than most people think. IQ tests measure specific skills like reasoning, memory, and problem solving. They can't capture the broader picture of your capabilities overall. IQ tests don't assess important traits like creativity or emotional skills. People from different backgrounds have varying levels of familiarity with test concepts and structure. So low scores may not always represent actual intellectual abilities. A 2016 research review trusted source suggests people with autism often have higher intelligence than standardized IQ tests indicate. This intelligence is simply imbalanced in ways that can negatively affect social interactions and task performance. Smart people aren't just defined by their outrageously high scores on IQ tests, they tend to share a bunch of other characteristics, like insatiable curiosity and a good sense of humor. Here are some behaviors of highly intelligent men. The first is open-minded. Smart people don't close themselves off to new ideas or opportunities. Hammett writes that intelligent people are willing to accept and consider other views with value and broad-mindedness, and that they are open to alternative solutions. Psychologists say that open-minded people, those who seek out alternate viewpoints and weigh the evidence fairly, tend to score higher on the SAT and on intelligence tests. At the same time, smart people are careful about which ideas and perspectives they adopt. An intelligent mind has a strong aversion to accepting things on face value and therefore withholds belief until presented with ample evidence, says Alas. They are sensitive to other people's experience is also another behavior of highly intelligent men. Smart people can almost feel what someone is thinking/feeling, he added in the deleted answer. Some psychologists argue that empathy, being attuned to the needs and feelings of others and acting in a way that is sensitive to those needs, is a core component of emotional intelligence. Emotionally intelligent individuals are typically very interested in talking to new people and learning more about them. Another one is they ask questions. While intelligence comes in many forms, we all probably have a stereotypical image of a clever person in mind. You could picture them sitting in the library, surrounded by books. Perhaps they are wearing glasses and seem a bit socially awkward. Or maybe they always have fascinating facts on hand to keep the conversation going. The truth is, bright people have many different traits, and a high IQ test is not the only way to measure a person's mental abilities. A highly intelligent person is one who is flexible in their thinking and can adapt to changes. They think before they speak or act, and they're able to effectively manage their emotions. Dr. Katherine Jackson, licensed clinical psychologist and neurotherapist, told Bustle. In short, they possess several different types of intelligence, including but not limited to intellectual, social, and emotional intelligence. They like their own company is also another behavior of highly intelligent men. In a since-deleted answer, Richard He points out that highly intelligent people tend to be very individualistic. Interestingly, 2016 research published in the British Journal of Psychology suggests that smarter people tend to derive less satisfaction than most people do from socializing with friends. Highly intelligent men are really funny. Advaita Bihani points out that highly intelligent people tend to have a great sense of humor. Scientists agree. One 2011 University of New Mexico study found that people who wrote funnier cartoon captions scored higher on measures of verbal intelligence. Another University of New Mexico study found that professional comedians scored higher than average on measures of verbal intelligence. They are adaptable is also a trait of highly intelligent men. Intelligent people are flexible and able to thrive in different settings. As Donna F. Hammett writes, intelligent people adapt by showing what can be done regardless of the complications or restrictions placed upon them. Psychological research supports this idea. Intelligence depends on being able to change your own behaviors in order to cope more effectively with your environment. Or make changes to the environment you're in. They understand how much they don't know. The smartest folks are able to admit when they aren't familiar with a particular concept. As Jim Weiner writes, intelligent people are not afraid to say, I don't know. If they don't know it, they can learn it. Weiner's observation is backed up by a classic study by Justin Kruger and David Dunning, which found that the less intelligent you are, the more you overestimate your cognitive abilities. In one experiment, for example, students who'd scored in the lowest quartile on a test adapted from the LSAT overestimated the number of questions they'd gotten right by nearly 50%. Meanwhile, those who'd scored in the top quartile slightly underestimated how many questions they'd gotten right. Another is they have insatiable curiosity. Albert Einstein reportedly said, I have no special talents, I am only passionately curious. Or as Kieserber puts it, intelligent people let themselves become fascinated by things others take for granted. Research published in 2016 in the Journal of Individual Differences suggests that there's a link between childhood intelligence and openness to experience, which encompasses intellectual curiosity in adulthood. Scientists followed thousands of people born in the UK for 50 years and learned that 11-year-olds who'd scored higher on an IQ test turned out to be more open to experience at 50. They read a lot is also a trait of highly intelligent men. Because they're so curious, smart people are also inclined to be voracious readers, writes Chaikhmbak Diop. Indeed, many of the world's most successful people, Bill Gates and Oprah among them, say they educate themselves by reading anything they can get their hands on. They have self-control is also one of them. Zohair Ali writes that smart people are able to overcome impulsiveness by planning, clarifying goals, exploring alternative strategies and considering consequences before they begin. Scientists have found a link between self-control and intelligence. In one 2009 study published in the journal Psychological Science, participants had to choose between two financial rewards, a smaller payout immediately or a larger payout at a later date. Results showed that participants who chose the larger payout at a later date, i.e., those who had more self-control, generally scored higher on intelligence tests. The researchers behind that study say that one area of the brain, the anterior prefrontal cortex, might play a role in helping people solve tough problems and demonstrate self-control while working toward goals. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment and hit the notification bell for more videos.